Hey friends, I hope you're all doing great. Listen, I just want to drop everybody a note. I wanted to, first of all, say thank you to all the fans of the blues that have come out, some of the gigs recently, and also to some of the blues jams that we've been hosting. And I want to say a big thank you to the musicians that have come out, shared their gifts and their talents with everybody. That's part of what this is all about. Um, uh, there was uh, there was a kid especially at the last jam that I don't know. I just love this kid. His name was Wesley. Came up and I don't know if it was his first jam he'd been to or not, but he looked a little bit uncomfortable at first and was asking about signing up on the list and how it all worked. And what I loved the most, he was a very, very sweet kid. Wesley had a Guns N' Roses T-shirt on, and and he was at a blues jam, and I said, okay, well, what do you want to do? And he goes, well, if I could maybe get somebody to play drums with me, I'd like to do some surf tunes. And I just thought that was the coolest thing. Here was a young guy in a Guns N' Roses t-shirt wanting to play some surf tunes with a band. And of course, surf tunes, right? I mean, I think back to, I mean, that stuff was even before my time. In fact, I think the first song that I ever learned on the guitar was a Ventures tune, old surf tune. And but anyway, that's exactly why we do the blues jams. And then you know what? He got up there and he did a fantastic job. He did a great job. And so Wesley, thank you for coming out. It was really cool. But that's why we do it. It's the next generation of musicians that are coming up. And, this is our way of giving back. And we want to encourage people. We want them to find the same joy and love of music and the arts that we have found, that's just been so fulfilling to all of us as musicians. So anyway, I just want to thank you so much, everybody that comes out and supports these events. I'm also going to be starting a new jam over at Rockefeller's. We used to do some blues jams back there in the past, and we're going to be doing them again. I'm going to be hosting one there now on the second Sunday of every month. So remember, first Saturday of every month over at South 40, and second Sunday of every month at Rockefeller's. And then, as other ones come in, Old Stump was obviously kind of a one-off thing, so. And then, of course, we always appreciate you coming out to our gigs. It was a good time playing over there recently at Barbecue Blues. That was a cool venue, and we had a great time. And we had some other stuff here recently. So anyway, all that stuff is good. And I've been so busy, I haven't even been able to promote my really my last EP release. I released a EP recently that's called 3 at Z. And this was recorded over at Z Studio and with a buddy of mine and Lorenz, and he's a great engineer. He's got a great studio, and he invited me to come over there and do some recording. And so I thought it'd be fun. So I actually reached out to a couple of my old band members, Aaron and Tim, and we took a few songs that we used to do that I thought we played particularly well as a group. And so we did a Hendrix tune and a ZZ Top tune, and then kind of a reworked version of Help the Poor, which is kind of my take on. It's really different than probably other versions you've heard out there of it, but BB's done it, Robin Ford's done it, a lot of people have done it. But anyway, so that's up on Spotify. That's streaming on all of the all the different streaming services. And so that was just kind of a fun project to do. Recorded that there, mixed it back here at my studio, and all of that is, it's live from the studio. The only thing I added was I heard, I wanted to have some keyboards on Help the Poor, so I played some keyboards on that, and I added a little bit of percussion. There's a percussion on that as well that I added after the fact. So, but everything else, the solos, all that other stuff, it's all That's all they're recorded in one take there at the studio. So anyway, that was a great time. Go and check that out. And I know I haven't really been good about promoting my Spotify and all this stuff. I need to get better about that. I've been trying to get better about promoting in general. It's just my nature so much is to be just, so focused on working on my chops and trying to get better and all this other stuff. And, of course, staying busy with other things. But sometimes a promotion is something I fall a little bit behind. And I'm trying to get better about that. If you could follow us on Spotify and, Apple Music and Amazon, all those other places, we sure would appreciate that. Last thing I want to say, it is Father's Day weekend. It's a tough weekend for some people, I'm sure, out there. For me, Sunday is Father's Day, and it's also the second anniversary of my father's passing. So 2 years ago since we lost him, and I miss him so much, and I'm just so grateful of the time that I had with him and all the lessons he taught me. And I just love him so much. And the older you get, you realize how much your dad was right about so many things. And so anyway, if you're out there and your dad is still around, give him a call. Reach out to your dad while you can. You never know how long you have him. I sure thought I was gonna hopefully have my dad longer than I did, but he had a great life, and he accomplished so many things, and he really did live the American dream. So anyway, so reach out to your dad if you haven't already. Hope you guys have a wonderful Father's Day weekend. If you're a dad, I hope you get to spend time with your kids, and I hope that your family honors you and just gives you thanks for all the things that you do as a dad to keep your family together and to just take care of everybody. So anyway, that's it for now. More to come. I got to get busy. I'm working on editing video. I shot some video a while back with my buddy Michael Leisure, and I'm editing that, wrapping all that up. That's going to be out here real soon, so you'll be seeing that before long. But that's it for now. We'll see you. Have a great weekend.